Alrighty, now I've taken everything apart. We have RIP Optimus Prime over here with his blaster, and on the back we have that repair bay thing, which I think is a really, really cool backpack. And earlier in the beginning of the video, I said 3 slammers. It's actually 2 slammers, and but still, lots of great stuff over here. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you the contents of my meditation. You can see half of the armor is intact, so that it can guide me to build the other half. But otherwise, I'm not going to talk too much about the parts, and I'm just going to keep going so as not to interrupt my train of thought. Okay, great. So what occurred to me was, it all focuses on the letter D and the dangers of denial, deceit, and delusion. And this is in reference towards self-growth and refinement. If you are trying to improve yourself and you're trying to become a better version of yourself, change things in your life for the better, and you know what I mean, it's lying to yourself through denial and deluding yourself is going to be your greatest adversary. Because the only person that can bring about change in your life is you. There is nobody else. You can hear, a lot of helpful words, feedback, insight, read about them, hear about them, listen to them, whatever. It's going to be you at the end of the day. There's nobody else. There's no one else who's going to be able to help you escape what you are in right now. And again, denying to yourself that you have a problem is going to be the first issue. So some people don't know that they are deluding themselves. Some people don't know that they are lying to themselves because they are in such a state of mass delusion. And if you do not know that you are deluding yourself, go find a trusted friend. Go find a trusted friend, somebody that you know who truly, truly loves you, and ask them to give it to you straight. Ask them to give it to you straight. And if they truly do love you and they're willing to tell you, you're going to hear the truth from these individuals. And if you feel that what you're hearing is not true, you're probably deluding yourself. And being delusional is again very problematic because you don't know what the problem is. Therefore, you can't go about figuring out the solution. So 1, denial, denying that you have a problem. Delusion, deluding yourself into, and it's part of denial, deluding yourself into thinking that a problem does not exist. And deceit, deceiving yourself. Again, this is all just lying, things where you're lying to yourself about. You guys ever hear that phrase, to thine own self be true? And basically they're talking about just being true to yourself. This is not necessarily just about being true to your own morals and standards and things like that. This is also about self-reflection. It's also about, you can interpret it however you like, but that's how I interpret it, to thine own self be true. Don't lie to yourself, basically. Because again, that is the first step towards sabotage. If you think that there's not a problem, if you feel that your car, that you don't have a flat on your tire, you're not going to change your tire. You're like, no, it's supposed to be like this. No. So you're not going to change your tire. And that's going to cause issues later in life. And, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how this all connects. I hope I've been keeping everything on camera. Okay, for this part, I do have to kind of talk about it. That back piece of slammer is plugged into the little forearm bit, right? And everything that you see here is resting on that. However, if you look back here, slammer's leg is resting on top of that heel. So, dude, it's a nice, chunky, encasing, solid bit. And this leg armor is probably one of the best things that I like about this build. And also just further testament as to what a great weaponizer slammer is. So versatile. He's probably one of the more difficult ones to work with if you're not familiar with building, but he does have the most build potential, I would say. One of the most versatile. Okay, but yeah, deceiving yourself. lying to yourself, deluding yourself, intentionally or unintentionally, is the greatest enemy. And then that's going to hinder you from self-growth and self-refinement. Yeah. No one else is going to help you change. Only you can bring about that change in your life. You must be that change. And in order to be that change, you must be able to assess what the problem is clearly. No matter if it causes you heartache, no matter if it is a ding to your ego, it doesn't matter. If you're really trying to bring about that change, you have to acknowledge the truth. No matter how hurtful or harmful that may be, you must acknowledge that truth if you really want to bring about meaningful change. And like I said, if you are having problems doing that, talk to somebody. Not just anybody, a trusted friend who will tell you the truth. And they will tell you the truth because, and it has to be a trusted friend, because they're not going to be worried about sacrificing their relationship with you, because they know that you trust them and they trust you, and that you're going to give it to them straight. I have been that individual to a lot of my friends. I have pretty good insight, not only for others, but myself as well. And I stare deeply and intently into the mirror, and I analyze what I like and what I don't like about what is going on. And then I try to apply meaningful change. That meaningful change is difficult to apply as well. And that's a whole nother thing, that next step. But still, getting through to that next step requires you to be able to resolve this first step. Do not lie to yourself. Do not delude yourself. Do not deceive yourself, because without it, meaningful change cannot come about. It's very difficult. And I'm simplifying some things, and it's a lot easier said than done, but just know that that is the first stage. And you know what? Maybe this is really common knowledge to most people, but I don't know. It was something that was really kind of burning in my state of meditation and occurred to me over and over in recurring themes and recurring metaphors. And I don't want to mention all of those metaphors here because I feel like maybe some of them will seem unsavory by YouTube's algorithm or something like that. But just as a community member to y'all, as a virtual neighbor, I just wanted to share that was just something that was really on top of my mind. Yeah. My sincere hope is that that everyone here, you, me, the cosmos, everything, that we all become compassionate and wise and continue to refine and grow, and so that we use this time in our lives meaningfully, so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, not just for the sake of being the best versions of ourselves. It's kind of like, I want my car to be in the best tuned shape possible so that I can enjoy the ride. The ride is limited. And so while we have it, if we truly want to enjoy it, and I'm not just talking about the sensory pleasures, I'm talking about everything, this experience that we're going through. If you really want to be able to truly enjoy and take in all of that, our car has to be in tip-top shape, so we need to maintain it, you know what I mean? Anyway, I think I've blabbed enough. I appreciate y'all being here. I've said it over and over. It does wonders, not only for like my emotions, but also for my psyche and all of that. And so you all will never truly know what a tremendous difference this channel and your participation in this channel has made in my life. And I will always be grateful to all of you. Thank you once again for being here. Have a blessed, lovely day, okay? Bye-bye.